is Zinzile Luthuli. I'm a people-centric servant rather than a leader. I'm all about lifting as I rise. This trait then owes its pros to actually giving back in everything that I do. My background is in computer engineering, computer science. I've practiced in the technical space, but naturally with my people-centric approach, I was quickly pulled out of there and started leading a team of techies at Vodacom way back when. The first mobile TV offering in the country, that was us. I was the only lady there, whoop whoop. And then quickly I started leading that team. Later on, I started being the key accounts manager for that account within VodaWorld Product and Services team. That's when Vodafone Live was still a thing. Fast forward, left Vodacom, added MTN to my portfolio, then KFC, Fiat Automobile, and many other smaller ones, Twin Saver, Nampac being one of the brands. I've been in the consulting space for a while, so by design, serving others and hearing what they need and delivering to their needs has been at the center of what I do in my being, even my experience. I then worked at Unilever South Africa as the country digital manager as part of their Turbocharging Digital 2015. The ambition there was that we'll be pioneering in all digital spaces, providing those digital experiences, and we are going to then teach the country how to best leverage the new medium. Back then it was the new medium for brands to win, whether it's sales, whether it's clout, whether it's sentiment, whether it's behavioral change. You could use now digital as a channel. Stayed there up until 2014. Had a kid, returned to the city, worked for MultiChoice. Fast forward, I then started up. Fell pregnant with my second child in 2014. I then started up. In starting up, it took a lot out of me. I had an idea, but it didn't have backing. I didn't know who to go to. I didn't know how to then approach others to then utilize this idea that I have to put it into test. Which brings me to my portfolio as the Vice President of New Business Ideas. I had a business idea back then. With a body such as the GIBS Alumni Business Club, people like me back in 2014 now have a place to go where their alma mater is giving back to them. It says, well, you've learned all these skills. Now how do you put them to practice? Whether you will have a job in corporate or doing other things. But if you have an idea, come forward, we'll support you. We'll make sure that it takes flight. My role currently is to make sure that I seek those alumni out. I encourage those alumni to show themselves, and then I actually then onboard them to what GIBS Alumni Business Club New Business Ideas can do for them, to support them to get to a place where they're even able to just start up. Whether it's by way of existing electives, hosting workshops, packaging content, whether it's a booklet, whether it's a group of e-learning material that exists elsewhere, but then we curate it specifically for our GIBS alumni who have business ideas. We are behind them. Over and above that, the GIBS ABC is then available to encourage, to support, to spar meaning then the confidence level of our alumni will rise. All those great ideas will finally take breath. And that's my duty. Whether it's socials that we need to do, whether it's me holding one-on-ones and finding out the appetite and why they haven't started out, etc. Understanding why it's so hard for them, even though they are our alumni and we know that they're capable and they know the frameworks, the steps, you name it. But what is it that it has them stuck? Because when we understand that, we'll be able to solve the problem for many other. Fortunately, our term is 3 years, meaning whatever we conceive this year, we have 2 more years to make sure that whoever we start with in a new business idea, by the time that our term ends, there'll be a startup that's leveling up. And that's my ambition as VP of New Business Ideas. It'll start with a push. I need to push communication to those who haven't started up. The clear bullseye of the alumni that I'm targeting. And the call to action in that communication would be, click here. If you have a business idea and you haven't done anything with it, click here. Taking their details would mean then I have access to them. I'll do the legwork. I'll meet them halfway. I'll contact them. Once I've spoken to however many that take this up, I'll be in a better position to design a life cycle of sorts by way of a workflow to say, okay, they're at how many different stages are they at in new business ideas? And then based on their stage in their journey with their new business idea, we'll then meet them there and we'll partner with them. It'll certainly be a partnership, a collaboration, as well as guidance, coaching, and mentoring, or even sourcing the relevant mentors in the spaces where they are at. We have access to our faculty here, the likes of Jonathan Marks, Karen Myers, Anastasia Mamabolo. They are all at our fingertips. And if a business lends itself well with one of them, we can easily inject them into the mix to make sure that they support. So it's going to take commitment of a servant, and I'm up to the task.